Hi everyone, hope you're doing great and staying safe. I am back with another art journal video. So today I will be doing it in my watercolor flat lay journal, and I have put a masking tape in between the seams so that I am not going to drench the seam with a lot of liquid. So I'm starting with making my background using Distress Oxide spray, but before that I have spritzed the page with some water, and then I am layering down the color. Once I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to get it dried. This is how it looks, and once it's dried, what I'm doing right now is I'm using this stencil, using a wet wipe, and making ghost print on the texture on the page. Once this is done, I will bring out the Distress ink of the same family, picked raspberry and spice marmalade, and then use the same stencil to create a tone on tone texture. I'm using the same brush to blend both the colors. And for the leftover color, I just spritzed the stencil with some water and opened a random page and made some marks there. So now that I'm happy with the layer, I moved on to creating more layers on the page, and I'm using this mixed media paste for making texture. I really love TCW stencils because they are very neat. The plastic used is very sturdy, and they really make a very good impression with a good paste, good thick paste. So once I'm done with the texture, I'm going to clean up my stencil and let it air dry. Once the page is dry, I am moving on to my third step, which is adding a contrasting color on the page. Mostly I will be confining this color to the texture which I have created with mixed media page. This is iced spruce distress oxide spray. So once the ice spruce color is applied and it was dried, I figured that the texture was getting lost with the color. So what I did was I took some white acrylic paint and I added the white color on top of the texture so that it's pops out from the ice spruce color a little and look distinct. Once that is done, I am using Distress Ink black soot for making black splatters on the page. And I'll be using the same color for making a border of the edges of the art journal page. I'm happy with how the page looked, but I'm still not satisfied with how the butterfly is looking, so I will try to make an outline for it to stand out on the page. Okay, so this is the quote that I'll be using. Once I'm happy with how it is placed, I am giving this white paper same color as the background color, pink and orange, and after that I will be gluing that down on the page. Once they are glued down, I am giving them a black outline using the same Fudensoki pen with which I have created the outline of the butterfly. So I still wanted those circuit texture of the butterfly to show up, so I'm trying few ways of doing that. Right now what I'm doing is I have watered down the black soot distress ink and I'm dabbing it onto the texture of the butterfly. Once that is dry, I moved on to randomly adding outline into the inside pattern using the Fudensoki pen. I won't be applying this black outline everywhere, but on some random pages just to make the internal texture of the butterfly to stand out. And once I'm happy with it, I stopped working on it because it's very hard to stop working on an art journal, but eventually I did. And here's the close-up. I loved how the tone and tone texture is looking onto the background for the first stencil, and how the ice spruce is making a distinct impression on the page to the focal point and all the textures I created using the texture paste. And I am simply amazed with the total randomness of how the ink flowed even when I tried to keep it contained. So this is really beautiful, and I'm loving the fact that how the ice spruce has given different result with pink and orange color. It's giving more different textures and tones of colors to the whole page, and really turns out to be as good as I was imagining it to be. So that's it, guys. This is our journal for today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share with friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.